Our top focus on WION in this hour, US President Donald Trump has outlined conditions for a possible agreement with Iran. And this with the White House saying that Trump will only accept a deal that satisfies his red lines. Now, in a lengthy post on Truth Social, Trump listed what a potential deal must include. First, Iran agreeing not to develop a nuclear weapon. Second, the reopening of the Strait of Hormuz. Third, the removal of any sea mines and the lifting of the US blockade on Iran. And lastly, the removal and destruction of Iran's highly enriched uranium. Trump added that other issues of far less importance have been agreed to, and he would be meeting in the Situation Room to take a final call on the Iran deal. But reports say that Trump did not reach a decision after a 2-hour meeting in the White House Situation Room. From the Iranian side, Foreign Ministry spokesperson Ismail Baghei pushed back, saying that Iran had said goodbye to the language of must 47 years ago. Baghei added that both sides were exchanging messages, but no final agreement has been reached as of yet. Listen to this.
We said goodbye to the language of must 47 years ago. None of the Western parties, when speaking about the Islamic Republic of Iran, can use the language of must. We make our own decisions based on the interests and rights of the Iranian nation.
When asked about the issue of nuclear weapons, Baghei made it clear that Tehran is focused on ending the war at this stage, reiterating Iran's earlier stance of leaving contentious issues like its nuclear program out of an interim deal.
As I speak to you now, the exchange of messages is continuing, but an understanding has not been finalized. Regarding other points that have been mentioned, including the nuclear issue, I stress again that at this stage we are focused on ending the war. Therefore, we have nothing to say about the details of the nuclear issue at this stage.
Well, another pushback came from Ibrahim Azizi, head of the Iranian Parliament's National Security and Foreign Policy Commission. In a post on X, Azizi wrote, and I'm quoting him here, "Trump should understand Iran is the victor on the ground, sets the terms. Cash for cash, credit for credit, nothing for nothing. And that applies only to issues under negotiation and not to his fantasies." Well, separately, in a phone call with Qatar's Emir, Iranian President Masoud Pezeshkian said that Iran was ready to achieve a dignified framework to end the war. In Washington, US Secretary of State Marco Rubio hosted Pakistani Foreign Minister Ishaq Dar for talks that were expected to include the latest developments in negotiations on ending the Iran war. Meanwhile, in Tehran, thousands gathered in support of Iran's Supreme Leader Mojtaba Khamenei. The demonstrators slammed Trump's comments and they voiced skepticism over exposed plan to extend the ceasefire.
First of all, this is not just my view. The whole world is saying that he is a crazy, stupid person. He does not stand by his word. He is a complete liar and a low person, and he only talks nonsense. We don't pay attention to what he says, and we continue our own work.
Well, on the ground, the situation remains tense. Reports in the Iranian media claim that an Israeli-US micro-drone has been destroyed by Iran near Kashmir. And this comes a day after Iran claimed it destroyed an American aircraft near Bushehr province. Separately, US had issued new counter-terrorism sanctions targeting individuals and entities in Iran. All right, and to give us more details, our correspondent Susan Tehrani has sent us this report from New York. Take a look.
With President Donald Trump in the middle of a high-stakes decision regarding Iran, a 2-hour meeting in the White House Situation Room ended Friday without an agreement, according to U.S. officials. Trump had earlier suggested that he would make a determination on a proposed deal. But administration officials say several key issues still remain unresolved, including whether to unfreeze Iranian assets. The White House now believes that it is close to an agreement that could extend the current ceasefire. But Iran has pushed back on some of President Trump's demands, including permanently giving up nuclear weapon capabilities and allowing the U.S. to remove its enriched uranium. Meanwhile, Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent revealed that the U.S. has seized about $1 billion in Iranian cryptocurrency as part of its pressure campaign against Tehran. So for now, the wait continues as the president weighs his next move. Susan Tehrani reporting from New York for WION World is One.